Remarkable speakers have remarkable body language. Hi there, my name is Laven Lokesh. I welcome you all to my public speaking course, and we are here today at the fifth part of a public speaking course. It's an 8 video long course where you're going to learn public speaking, and the previous video was about voice, how you can improvise your voice and how your voice can impact your speech. In today's session, we're going to see about body language. So body is your signature, that is, it's your style. You present yourself with your body and you have to be authentic in this. So how can you be authentic and how can you make such a body language where people are going to be impressed and slayed away? So let's see all those things in this video. Before starting this video, I would recommend you to have your notepad and pen handy because we need to make note of all these things and watch the video twice in case you missed out any point. You can catch up in the next part. Okay, so I'm just dividing this video into 3 segments as usual. The first segment is going to be about why body language is important. The second segment is going to be about what is in body language. And the third segment is how you can improvise your body language. So let's start with the first segment, why body language is something really important. So to start with, body language creates an impact. You see my speech, right? You're seeing this video. So what is it one thing which comes in your mind when you remember me? The way I speak, and how I express myself, how I express, how I impact. So that maybe like I'm in the scale of, from 1 to 10 I'm around like 6 or 7, but still, that's what I consider myself, but you may consider in a different way. But still, how do I put myself there is because when I watch my videos, I get impressed only that time. Till that level, okay? So different people are different, impressed in different levels, but this is scale just because of your voice and body. So voice can be trained and it's a bit easy to be trained, but body language is something really tricky and it needs a lot of efforts. So when you're going to improvise your body language, I'm sure that you can create a lot of impact. And your body language is something which conveys your energy. It tells how energetic you are. If I'm going to speak like this, hi friends, this is the course. Okay, if that's going to be my standard of speaking, what happens? You will get bored and you don't know like what is my energy level and you won't be taking this course really serious. So I have to showcase how much I'm passionate in delivering this content, and I'm just very much passionate today because this is about something which I really love because body language is my most favorite part. So the impact which you create by the speech and the energy which you're gonna unleash from you is seen by your body language. The next is that you express. With body language, you can express strong emotions, like protesting emotion, like submissive emotion. Submissive, this is uprising. So there are a lot of signatures which you can showcase through your body language. So you express a lot of strong emotions through your body language, and body language is a great tool because you see a lot of great leaders, they use body language very effectively to make sure that they influence and they impact and they stir up the emotions in people. Okay, that's about the second part. The third thing is that influencing. As we all know, public speaking is all about influencing and making sure that we have an idea reach out to people and make sure they take action from it. So any speaker wants people to take action, some kind of action. Maybe they have to change their life, at least that's an action, right? So influencing is something really important. So you have the energy, you have expressions out there. So because of this, you're able to influence any audience with your strong body language. And last but not the least, you have your own style, right? As I told you, your style is your body language. So you have your own set of body language and everybody's body language is different. My body language is different from yours. So my signature, my unique trademark is my body language. So that makes me unique and that makes me more powerful. So this is the why to improvise and to make your body language outstanding. Now, what is there in this body language? I said why, but what is there in it? What exactly should you be doing? The first thing is stance and movement. For example, if there's not going to be a whiteboard here or it's going to be a plain surface, I want to stand like this and speak for the whole session. But just because there's a whiteboard here and I have to explain it, I'm just moving here and there. So that's one thing about the stance and movement. So how you stand or how you move in the stage or in a video or wherever you're giving a speech, what is your position? Are you standing or are you moving? That is, what's your posture? Are you standing in a firm way or in a feeble way? Are you moving in a very as a snail? Are you moving or you're moving in a good pace? So all these things comes in the stance and movements. The next thing is gesture. Gesture is I use this hand movements. I move my body, I move my legs. I do all these movements, right? These are called as gestures, and gestures convey a lot of information. For example, information convey. I'm just moving my hand like this. So if I ask, Please subscribe. So I'm telling you to go down. I'm telling you to rise up. Show your power. So these are some gestures to stir up the emotions and kindle your thoughts. Okay. So gestures. The next thing is speed of movement. You're gonna like, I'm not fighting here. Okay. So I have to be in like a graceful way. At the same time, I should be in a very subtle way of showing it. I shouldn't be like fast. Go do this. No, I'm not dancing. So that's how you have to be showcasing your gesture here. I mean the speed of motion. The speed of motion is something like really important, and make sure that it's in your style and how you do it. Okay, maybe you can do it fast. For example, sometimes we have to do it very fast because I'm showing it as fast, because fast is this, slow is this. So in case when you have to show that, we have to change our pace of motions accordingly. So that's about the speed of motion. And the last part, the most important part, is the facial expression. If you want to be like facial expression is really important. Facial expression is really important. What makes an impact here? When I say facial expression, I do the facial expressions here. When I say the topic, when I say like, I change the facial expressions, right? I mean, other than that, it's going to be like, so change your facial expression to be a good public speaker. Okay? Not okay. So make sure that you have good facial expression, and all these things, how you're going to improvise. How is the biggest question here, and the answer for this is, first start with hand movements. Start slowly. The first thing, like when you speak, you're going to keep your hands like this. Make sure that you move your hands, you move your hands, you move your hands. Do some kind of gesture in starting, but as time goes on, as we start practicing, we'll be finding how to make gestures which have a meaning and has an impact. So start with raising your hands and moving it. So that's the first step of learning body language. Hand movements. Start with hand movements. You can start with hand movements, but keep your face like this starting, but after days roll on, and as you gain momentum, you can improvise everything. Next thing is eye contact. When I'm making this video, I'm looking into your eyes. You have that feel of me looking into your eyes because I look inside the camera. I look inside the lens. Okay. Similarly, when you're gonna speak to an audience, make sure you look into the eyes. But it's gonna be a wider audience, so you can't look into individual eyes. So you can use this technique which I always use, called the windshield technique. How the the wiper on the windshield moves. It moves like left to right, slowly, right? So you can like start speaking. Hi friends, how are you? This is Laven Lokesh. So today's topic is going to be about body language. Are you excited? So I just move my eyes like this viper. Similarly, you can also do and cover all the audience and make an impact. So this is one technique. And the other technique is like, if you're going to speak person to person, when you look into the eyes, like starting is going to be like really difficult. When you start looking into eyes, it's going to be really weird for you. But for that, I have a technique, like you can see in between the eyes. Start looking into that, so that people think that you look into the eyes, but you don't look into the eyes, so that you don't feel awkward. But as days goes on, try to look into the eyes, because you can find what they respond to your speech or to whatever you are conveying. That's about eye contact. The next thing is facial expression, the most important part, facial expression, because people watch you. Okay, when you're speaking, people are going to watch you, just you, because you're rocking the stage there. So you move your hands, but you're not gonna make any facial expression. Use a lot of vocal varieties, but your face is like numb. What's gonna happen? People don't like see. Why do people love actors? Why do people love all these people who are like showcasing body language so much? Because body language has something to do with attracting attention. Okay, so when you use the facial expressions, for example, the thumbnails which we make, we have all this facial expression, something, because that grabs attention quickly. So make sure that facial expression is something you practice. For doing all these three things, I have like two great ways which I personally learned and which I tried. The first thing is mono acting. Like I love mono acting. I did a lot of mono acting. Like I was not selected in my school annual day, but still I used to practice a lot. So practicing comes like even without a school or college, you can do it in your home also. Just sit, watch some movies, try to do all those things. Just start practicing mono acting. Mono acting is like simply, how to tell, means you're there, think someone else there. What will you be talking to them? Like you're just there. You're gonna be a single person. It's called mono. You're gonna enact to yourself. You can use mirror also for this. So you can see the mirror and talk differently and do all these gestures. Try to do like sad or happy, something like that. Try doing all those things, so your facial muscles get exercised and they will be hyped up for a stage, and when you go there, automatically it will pop up. Okay. The last thing is sign language, because I told about hand gestures, right? Hand gestures and facial expression can be bought via sign language, because sign language is like super cool. It's just this for the people who can just see, they can't hear or talk, they use sign language. You can, the people who are mute, okay, so you can learn sign language basically on a lot of online courses for that, or you can just have a look at sign language and take certain parts, not the ABCD, but how do you convey an information. So all these things you can just learn, and you can take what is required for you, because sign language is a great way of telling what you want to convey without talking. And when you talk and use the same thing, it's going to be hyper pumped up, and you're gonna rock the stage. So these are three important parts of body language. I hope like I made it very simple. I didn't add a lot of points here. I mean, I managed to decrease a lot of points and make it worthwhile for you who's watching this video. So if you have any doubts, comment below. And how was the video? Just share your views, because that's gonna help us make more videos on different topics and more courses on our channel. So if you like this, like a video and share it to your friends, and subscribe to our channel so that you get a lot of informative courses and a lot of informative video on youth empowerment. Okay, this is Laven Lokesh signing off. Meet you in the next part, which is about the show, the real show, how you're gonna do a speech. So I'm planning to just add a part of me doing a public speech also, but let me see how far we're gonna do it. So thank you so much. Have a great day.